Hey yo, welcome back, man. No strings attached. It's Wednesday. Let's get it, man. We talking toxic. We're not in toxic relationships. We're talking about the glorification of toxic relationships. Everybody always talks about toxic relationships and how that go. I want to go to a different angle today. We won't get to all of that, but I want to talk about right now in this snapshot in 2022. Right now, I feel like it's a lot of glorification of this craziness. So we're gonna get into that tonight, man. But before we go there, let's get the whole panel. What up, Naomi? Naomi in here with us tonight.
Hey y'all, happy No Strings Day. So glad to be back with y'all. Roll up with me if you're gonna smoke one and let's get into
Ooh,
it.
ooh, and of course, making her triumphant return. I'm not sure what name. Listen, if you look at the if you're watching us right now, APZ.
That's me. Thank you.
Okay, we call her Aisha. Hey Chanel. What up, Amber?
I'm just chilling. Hey, everybody.
And would y'all please follow her on Facebook, Amber Patterson, and on her TikTok, ACP7122. Hit up on that TikTok. Do you have a preference on which one they follow you on?
No.
Okay, just follow. Just hit the follow button. And of course, we got Lionel looking. You got your Hugh Hefner collection on tonight. You looking very casual right now, like you ready to go smoke a cigar on the patio. My God, what up?
I need to graduate to cigars these days. The way these
No.
let me run around the house, but everything's gravy. It feels just as fly as I look to be in this bitch with you guys.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, here we go. Pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. I runs wild. What
Hey,
up, cousin Torian up in here with us tonight? What it do?
what's up? What's up? How it do? Happy Tuesday. Damn. Happy Wednesday.
Lord, he high already.
No, because Tuesday, we ain't never. Even though Roy do be going live sometimes.
Right. So
But you ain't never pulled up.
I
You
So.
have
pulled up
never
before.
Did you? I don't remember.
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
We got Torian in here. Torian damn near listen. I jumped on the damn IG today. I see Torian damn near a TikTok star out here, y'all. Y'all stop playing with him, man. Y'all stop playing with him.
Right here, my first 10K. So what's up?
Yeah.
Get about that TikTok.
Congrats.
Is it I Runs Wild? The same thing? What is it?
Yep. I runs wild. Two, the number two behind it. Because
I
somebody already
Runs
took my
Wild, too.
name, bastards.
Somebody really took your name. That's crazy.
Yes.
I ain't never even seen a name like that before. That's
Right. Like somebody ran my shit. I had to inbox them. No,
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna trademark all that shit. Don't worry about it.
Not Roy for the trademark. He tried to be on his
Yeah, I'm about to
Diddy
pay
shit.
you. Nigga.
He tried-
Look at my shit right now. He got me
I'm on
fucked
my little Birdman hand rub. Get my- Start trademarking everything. All right, man. Let's get into it tonight, man. We're gonna talk about this glorification of toxic relationships, man. And I don't know if there's any bigger culprits of this right now than Blueface and Chrisean.
Hey.
Listen, man. I guess let's step back. Let's just talk about before we go into like the glorification, because everybody might have a little bit of a different opinion of what a toxic relationship is, right? So, what would y'all consider just some toxic traits? I guess let's go there. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's go with our senior statesman, Amber. What do you think is some toxic traits that you look for that if you didn't seen in some relationships? You're like, yo, nah, this ain't it.
The blocking on social media. So stupid.
What you mean blocking?
Like people be blocking their significant others on social media.
Oh, that's wild. I ain't never seen that.
Yeah, I ain't know that.
You talk when they get into it, or just
Or blocking just to hide.
Yeah, because they don't want them to know that they have a social media.
Lord have mercy. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, yeah, that's different. Shit. Okay. Talk to me, Lionel. What you think?
What do I think are toxic traits?
Yeah, it's something that you say like, yo, if that was happening to you in a relationship, you'd be like, yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, I feel like this is so. I feel like the list just goes on here. But ultimately, like what comes to mind initially is like obviously physical is a big no because I'm not going to go on hands with no. That's fucking crazy. Otherwise, I'll just whoop your ass and we go our separate ways. Do you want to just fight and then
Whoa.
go our separate ways? No, why are we fighting in the first place? No one should be putting their hands on anybody. That's crazy. So if it's at that, that's like already like the first thing that comes to mind. Then from there, I just feel like you can get as creative as you want, like in terms of toxicity.
Yeah, I feel you. Holla at me, Naomi. What's good? What's
I
something that
feel
you like?
like putting your hands on your partner is definitely like the sign that you can't ignore, because you know some other toxic signs you might be able to like bypass and shit, like
Yeah.
I guess like just really getting really heated in public on a regular. Like if your
Mm.
friends like know what it's like when y'all come around, like, oh fuck, like I hope they not on no bullshit tonight. Like I hope like
Y'all
if
always the
everybody else can kind of see the problem.
yeah.
but yeah, so like when it becomes visible to other people, I would say like
Yeah,
look,
I think that's a good one.
this shit getting a little toxic.
Y'all become that couple. Like, damn,
Mhm.
here come Torian and them. Shit. All right.
Yeah.
What say you, Torian?
For me, I would say, it probably would be, if they're controlling,
Mm.
and over controlling, like they don't give you no privacy, um, anything like any unhealthy habits really would be the case for me. So like they
Correct.
always want to check your phone. They don't got no trust for you.
Mm, that.
Mm.
They trying to keep you away from people because they doing some dirt, or it's just you
Yeah.
could tell, or they just being very like negative in every sense for you, like where you feel like you got to just cater to them all the time, and like you can't do shit for yourself.
Mm. That's tough.
Yeah,
That's
the
tough.
list goes
Okay.
on. That's all I think off the top of my head.
No, I feel that though. I feel that. Okay. So I think Chrisean and Blueface violate all of those. Just to be clear. Just to be clear, I think everything everybody said that these two. Let me just play this real quick. This is from their most read. If y'all don't know who Chrisean and Blueface are, y'all might have been under a rock. Maybe you just been on Facebook. I don't know. But Blueface is a rapper, West Coast. Chrisean, she has an interesting backstory. We'll get into that as we go through the show. But yeah, she has a very interesting backstory. And it seems like she's chasing after what she may have really wanted, I guess, this whole time, this little clout. I don't know. But she ain't willing to give it up. And they do a lot of stuff in public, man, where it's a lot of physical. Oh, shit. I kicked my damn camera. Where it's a lot of physical altercations between the two of them, which obviously ain't nobody for. So let me play this. This was after they had their most recent physical altercation. TMZ caught up to him. She actually, did she go to jail? Did she get locked up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she went to jail. So let me share my screen real quick. I thought I had it up. I'm sorry.
Let me post that we live and stuff.
Oh, you ain't even. Oh. So you on TikTok famous now? You on
Yeah.
this show? Okay, I see what's going on. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up from Blueface. Okay, they go to TMZ. Pull this up. Hold on. Okay, let's play this. Can y'all let me know if y'all can hear this? All right.
From this past month or so about your relationship and how to conduct yourself and that sort of stuff.
Not to hit him in public.
Not to hit him in public.
Yeah.
What about private?
Yeah.
Fuck
right.
more.
Fuck more.
Yeah, fuck more. What you mean?
That's good. That's good.
Our sex got better.
Okay, let's stop it there because she said two of the biggest toxic things I've ever heard in my life. First of all, when the man asked him, "What have you learned?" she said, "Not to hit him in public. Not that like we just not gonna be physical, just not in public, just not in front of people, Amber. I might still slap the shit out of you, but let's not do it in front of company. Well, that's the problem." And then she said some classic last words from a toxic person. She said, "Let's have sex more."
That's not what she said. She said,
She used another word, but we got an algorithm out there that we trying to respect the algorithm.
I
So
said F. Say
yeah,
F.
yeah. She said, "Let's F more," right? Let me ask y'all. I don't know if y'all have ever been in a toxic relationship or seen them, but it seems like a lot of people always think that's the answer. You see Naomi laughing. There you go. There you go. Naomi.
I mean, that shit can't. It look like they just got done doing something in the car. Okay, they just worked that shit out. Like they both smiling.
She didn't went upside your head, but the box is fire. So you like,
Yeah, they both really just so caught up.
That's the problem. All right, let's go forward. Let's go forward a little bit with this.
Are you guys like addressing any of those issues that you had, and so you can learn from them and be better from them?
Yeah, because I don't want to go to jail again.
Yeah. Do you worry that it might happen again then? You know,
No.
if you don't.
I'm worried.
You're
You worried?
I worry every day.
Hey, can you stop playing?
I go to sleep at night.
Can you stop?
Shake it.
That he's just saying dumb shit for the camera. It's not funny. It's annoying as shit. I hate when you do it.
Do you?
Okay, understand. You gotta understand. She was really upset, right? See, y'all. See, Chrisean scares me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Wait, what's toxic is that picture on her neck. That's toxic.
Oh,
Yeah.
She has his name. She has his face tattooed on her neck. She got his name on her vajayjay, right? Am I wrong? Yeah.
It's like a
Okay.
buff for her
Yeah,
cat.
it's like
That face one. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, man.
But
Listen.
a missing tooth is toxic, and everything about her is toxic. Because she used to really be pretty. Because I seen a picture of her online or something.
not you don't think she's pretty anymore.
But
She just look rough as hell now. I'm saying, not saying
She
that
was always a rough girl. Okay,
But
you
no,
know,
not
pictures
this-
lie all the time. Pictures lie all the time. She been playing football this whole time. Okay, that's a rough type of girl.
I don't
I'm
know.
not-
I gotta side with Amber.
I'm
She look.
athletic, but
Wait,
I'm not
now
out
she
playing
just
fucking
look
football.
drove. She look drove. It ain't
Yeah,
just
she look
rough.
like she been through a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't been that's toxic right there.
Yeah, that shit done made her. It looks like I ain't gonna front on her because I still think she's an attractive young lady, but man, it looks like she's aged. Because I'm like, damn, she put some age on her. Like, yeah, I just feel like sometimes women try
She's a
to.
person.
I feel like she still looks so young. I'd see her as a little baby.
How old? Do we know how old she is? You know how old she
She
is? Like,
just turned 21.
Right.
like she
yeah,
40.
hold on. Let me put this. Y'all think this girl looks 21?
Not to me, she don't.
She for facts look 21. Maybe not right here. It looks like they just got off a motherfucking light and shit. Her leave out isn't even flat ironed and shit.
Right. She look rough, but that's a rough 21-year-old.
Man,
Look like Holiday Heart. That woman in that plays
Yeah, don't do her.
No, because I'm not standing for it, Amber.
Oh,
to me.
yeah, she looked like she didn't. Yeah, man, but look,
said
man,
to
that
me.
stuff will do it to you, man. If you in those relationships, that stuff will like, you know, people really don't understand sometimes how the human body works. Sometimes, man, it can like really cause like some physical ailments to you. If you're going through like a lot of stress, that stuff can come out in you physically. People have, you know, not just like your appearance, but you know, just bad physical stuff. Your heart, your lungs, shit will shut down on you, man. Like you going through all that. If you got all, does he have any tattoos of her anywhere? Her name, anything, her initials?
Hell no.
Not that we know of.
He said he was scared. He was basically telling the camera if something happened to me, it was her.
Mm.
That he didn't know. And she got mad as hell.
Oh yeah, she got.
The abusive one.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, for sure. In the way that women can be like, they think they could put their hands on a man that won't put their hands back.
At what? But on okay,
for
it's
sure,
like
I
on
can see
some
that.
level though, he's thinking like this is like cool, like or not. Cool, I don't want to say cool, but he's like
He's definitely accustomed to it. I
He's
mean, because when
enjoying
you
it.
look at it, it's normal to an extent, truly. Like toxic relationships are the norm over healthy, happy relationships. For
Ooh.
facts.
I wouldn't say it's the norm. That's just
It's-
what people
nigga,
do.
No, that's what people have been doing. So
glorified.
yeah, that's what's normal. If
That's what's
most
being
people are in
glorified.
these situations, that's normal shit.
I think the younger generation is normal.
there you go. Talk that
And I
J-
feel like, yeah, at a younger spot, I feel like you are on some shit like that until you learn how to do better.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to do this show today, because I think right there, exactly what y'all are saying. I think, you know, when you're young people and you're impressionable and you're having these tumultuous relationships already, and then you're seeing something like Blueface and Chrisean, that becomes, for lack of a better term, cute. You know what I'm saying? And like we do this wild stuff and then we get back together. It's cute. You know what I'm saying? And like
Hmm.
You shouldn't
But
be.
where did this generation learn it from? Because I'm thinking like there wasn't no Chrisean and Blueface when I was coming up, and I was still
Ike and Tina.
wanting to whoop my
Right, I
boyfriend
can
out.
see
Argentina. Well, no,
Bobby
But
Brown.
Frank and Tina, and that shit's been going on.
Because he
for
did. If y'all did
uh,
y'all see that interview
80
he
years.
did? Did y'all see that interview he did? They asked him.
Are you about to slander Ike Turner right now?
No, they asked him, you know, why was she, and he said because she was crying, and he asked her like, what's wrong with her, and she said nothing. So he was slapped the shit out of her. That's exactly what he said.
Oh wow.
Well, listen, that's alleged. We don't know that to be true.
Okay.
What you just said, ma'am. You get us sued by that man's whole estate.
I
What the
thought he
hell?
was dead.
That's what I said, his estate.
It was
Oh,
so
Meanwhile, this nigga putting his hands on me.
right. And Kelly Rowland, because I showed like, I want to have some dirty laundry.
Right. No, I'm just saying. I'm with you, Naomi. Like it's a great question. But I think obviously, just like everything else, because of the internet, because of social media, everything's just more accessible. You know what I'm saying? Everything's more accessible now. So there's always
Most have let her in.
Huh?
Most have let
Well,
her
first
in.
of all, Mo can wait. She's late tonight, so she can
That's
wait.
like the people learn
Look,
it.
look. You didn't see Mo look up. Hold on, let me put Mo in. I said Mo can wait. Mo looked up like nigga.
You know,
With the quickness, so you got me fucked up. Put me on the camera because
Coming in
I'm
with the
always on
cursing, is that how
time.
you
The one
feel?
night. Y'all can
Is that how
kiss
you
my
feel? You
ass.
gonna come in cursing like that? We gotta respect the
I
algorithm.
sure did.
No, because
sure
ain't no
did.
telling how long she been sitting there. I know how you be doing. I'm like,
Hold on, Mo has a new at now too. At Cozy Mo. What is going on tonight? Everybody-
I
Cozy
did
with
change
all
it.
my-
But it's honestly cozy mo because I do be cozy though. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't even know what that
that's what
means,
it
but that was
is.
some fly
because
stuff.
I do
though,
be
Mo.
cozy though.
Oh,
I
they
do be
talk-
cozy though.
Okay,
Hey,
talk that.
Jasmine.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah,
bad.
Mary J. Blige. Yeah.
Let me get
Let me get to
Not
the
so much in
chat.
Tyler Perry movies.
Courtney in here. My bad. 21 years of city miles. She's got to relax. That's fact. That's a lot of miles on her if she's 21. She look at least 30. Okay. What's up, Jasmine? Amber.
Y'all
And
are so
Flick
crazy.
had to do a double take.
Not
Oh,
saying she looks 30. Because
Yeah,
like,
shout
what
out
does
to Mary
30
J.
even look like? Y'all got me fucked up.
Like her.
it looked
Not
a
like
little.
me, because-
I'm
Yeah.
like, do I look
Yeah.
30? Like, cause
Yeah.
You don't look.
Damn, Thorne.
I'm like, I wouldn't even know how to get like, what the fuck? Because I think like by the time we 20, we gonna look how we look for the next 50 years.
But that's
40
not a
years.
bad thing because some black don't crack, but hers is cracking early. That's kind of what we saying.
I like what Jasmine said though. She said, I think people have been relating abuse to love, which is 100% correct. She said people's mama and daddy are the first example. That's
But
fact.
that's what I'm saying. So majority of relationships are not happy and healthy. Majority of these bitches are toxic. And that's why it comes out the way it do. That's why, like, yeah.
Well, but
I think
okay.
it's
that's a far stretch to say. Because
Yes.
I'm like,
social media like that when we was coming up. So I like if people was toxic like that, and if it wasn't,
It
on
was
TV,
behind closed doors,
behind
just like what Chrisean said. And that's why she said we're just gonna do it behind closed doors. Because it was definitely happening. It was definitely happening.
But like
Fact.
now there's TikToks about being toxic and it's going viral. You know, now you have a lot of more examples than just on TV. You have internet, social media, YouTube, you know, all this other stuff, and they, you know, have millions of followers for being toxic, pretty much.
that's the thing. It's like a new age to where like that's actually it's one thing to where like yeah this shit just went down on Tuesday and that was crazy. Like let's do better, keep it pushing. And it's another fucking conversation. It's another story when like people are thinking, oh yeah, I'm coming like this. I got a little Chrisean in me too. Yeah, that's how I think too. And
Right there, yes.
I'm like that. Yeah, it's a different song that's being sang there, and then that's a problem. Because no, it is one thing. We are humans and we're alive, and like relationships are a lot to manage when it's two grown adults like making life together. So like whatever. Sometimes a lot of shit do go down. It's $1 billion on the elevator, but then sometimes, bitch, y'all are just living like that, and that is a problem. Like that's a different conversation to be had.
Is it sometimes
damn,
it
Roy.
just go down?
Yeah.
And those times are to be excused. Like, okay, so there can be toxic situations, but it doesn't make it a toxic.
Absolutely, because I've had some toxic moments in my relationship that if they were to ever arise again, it wouldn't be a relationship. I'm not gonna live like that. So that a moment doesn't define a relationship.
Right, that's facts. No, I think Lionel hit the. I think
Especially
Lionel
after years and years and years and years and years and years.
I think you summarized the whole show. That's gonna be the theme of the whole show is that, and that's what I really wanted to get at is that like it's one thing to have like an episode. It's another thing. What's going on now is I feel like a bunch of people are saying that I got some Chrisean in me. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes like this battle cry, so to speak. That's like it's again something that's cute, and it's like
yeah, I'm like that. I'll crack my nigga.
Yeah, it's like no, that ain't it, man. You shouldn't be going upside your. Listen, if you 16 and y'all go to the football game, it shouldn't be a thing that you slap your dude upside his head because you think he looked at somebody. No. That's not cool. That's not appropriate. You know what I'm saying? You can't don't be putting your hands on people because that leads to stuff. Trust me, it leads to stuff.
It leads to a lot.
Yeah, don't put your hands on nobody. You know what I'm saying? And like what she's doing, and she let me say this. Maybe we may have to have a show on this because it seems like she's much more infatuated with him than he is of her. Because
it seems that way on the outside.
He gives out, but he probably be kind
of like he's totally invested as well.
Baby, love.
No, I feel like he definitely love her ass too, but she could definitely feel at a disadvantage.
Okay, like, so I think y'all are using different words. See, I use the word infatuated.
She's more infatuated.
I'm not saying he don't love her. I'm saying that she's infatuated with him, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, of course.
Shout out to the SATs.
This nigga's a famous ass rapper. Like her life has changed drastically.
Oh, that's true.
I think it's bigger dimensions going into this shit. Like,
yeah, but think about this. She lost the tooth. The tooth was lost behind him, right? Like that's how she lost her tooth, right?
I mean, she actually lost it on the show. It was real early before they had.
But the show with him, it was his show, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Football, was it?
Huh?
She didn't lose the tooth to football.
Nah.
Because when I see that picture that's going around online, she had all her teeth.
I'm pretty sure it was like the baby mom, his actual baby mom ran up on her. Like,
yeah, like she had pulled up and she took off running and hit a fucking something.
See? That's the first sign, man. But look,
the baby mama knew even then. She was like, this bitch is going to be a problem. Because when I seen how she was hugging Blueface, I was like, oh, okay, so this is the one who's gonna try to fuck and get on, and she did. I literally watched her shoot, because none of them bitches, I don't know any of them other bitches from 4 or 5 seasons.
No, that's true. But even with Chrisean, it went straight over my head. It caught me from left field when they were linked. I was like, oh shit, okay.
No, because I was like, they have such good chemistry to me.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
It's really just giving a twin flame relationship is what it is. Like, I think they have a lot to learn.
What's the other one?
They have a lot
Cosmic something? What is it called?
Cosmic Debt?
No, it's called like a cosmic partner or something.
I don't think I've heard
I would say divine partner. So they're divine partners. They're soulmates.
They need to not be together.
But I feel like they're twin flames.
He looks like blink twice if you need help. That's what he was basically saying in that video. Like, she might kill me, y'all. Like, he seems scared.
That nigga was being OG. Like, stop playing. I would have been like, stop playing like that. But look,
everybody back in the day, we all thought it was funny on reality TV when Bobby and Whitney was like getting into it the whole time. We thought that was cute and funny. That's just their relationship. Then it comes out that they be just being that motherfucker fighting all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah.
I feel like it could be very easy to get into that space with somebody. So, like, I think if anything now, there's more people speaking about toxicity in this manner to let you know, like, hey, this isn't okay. Like, now that we're in the social media age, because before this shit has just been happening. Like, this shit has just been happening. A lot of people don't even know because it will happen behind closed doors. Like, domestic violence is a real motherfucking thing. And it don't be the problem of the women putting their hands on the men, and be the men putting their hands on the women. So, like, it's definitely a situation that got to be talked about. Because one of the top killers of Black women are Black men that they were in relationships with. And that
the thing of it is when the cops get there,
domestically abused.
arrest the man. They normally arrest the man. They do not arrest the woman. I know for a fact.
And you don't have to die to be like domestically abused. And like half the time, there's a man's not gonna go run to somebody and say, "Hey, this is happening to me."
No, and I definitely know the other side.
It's no shade and not justifying anything, but it might come to a point to where like they snap and it's a passionate crime to where it might be blood on somebody's hands. But like ultimately, men don't run and say these things. But where one thing is existing, bitch, it's white over here, it's black over here, like yin yang. It's happening on both sides. People need to keep their hands down. Otherwise, let it be that, and let's go to the backyard. We can do the gloves, because are we gonna keep our hands to ourselves, bitch? Are we squaring up? Like we need, like, come on, how we coming?
Some people want to square up. They're like, we're squaring up off
So,
top,
yeah,
and then we go.
but that's
when a woman get knocked out,
consent
they
to
want
box.
to go to the
Consent to box. Consent. You need to say, do you want to put your hand? Consent. You don't just run up.
Nah, that ain't. Listen, whoa, y'all.
No, but what about when? Okay, and I know this is toxic, but what about when this nigga's in the wrong? Because bitch, if I found out you're cheating on me and I deck your ass one, that's a given.
Yo,
You cannot do that. That's toxic. You can't do
It
that.
expects you to get ducked back.
Okay, and that's why I've been
Yes,
single,
Amber.
y'all. And that's why I've been single, because I don't know how y'all gonna do that shit.
Because you need to learn how to keep your hands to yourself.
No, and I guess I would. I do put my hands to myself.
You just
but
run.
that's
You get
it,
out
that's
there and not deal with this person anymore. Clearly, this person, you're too fly. You don't want to occupy that space. You just go. You don't gotta whoop this hoe because
Nah, that's some higher ass thinking.
Your paper.
That's some higher ass thinking that's not gonna be coming in a moment when I'm mad.
You know what? I gotta keep it a buck with y'all. I don't want to be weirdo, but if I did some foul stuff and I'm telling my lady I did some foul stuff, in the back of my mind, if she want to get, depending on how foul I got, if she get one off, I might just have to eat that.
You do gotta eat that.
Now they only know. There's
you
the
can't expect everybody to do that. So if you bold enough to go hit a man, be bold enough when he knock your ass back out.
No,
and I'm telling
that's
you,
where I'm at with it too.
No,
that's where I'm at with it now too. But I'm just
y'all.
speaking to the fact you got to get to that point, like, or unless you got to be taught that point, like shit. And
You
I
gotta
wasn't
be
taught.
taught until you get
Okay,
knocked
and
up.
I wasn't taught. Okay,
And that's the thing. Women have to understand that. Women have to understand that, but be prepared, because you say that, but be prepared, because I was taught, like, my parents made it very clear that not one motherfucking human has the right to put their hands on me, period. They said when you walk out of this house, like, nobody should be touching you like this. Nobody should ask you to take your shirt off, your pants. Nobody should clock you. And if they do, you knock their motherfucking head off their shoulders because they're out of line. And that's why God understood. So if anybody wants to touch me, then you better understand I was raised. You better just want that kind of a smoke, because I'm gonna defend myself. I don't care if you're a dog, animal, cat. I will punch your dog across the motherfucking state. And I will ask you to touch me. It doesn't matter who it is. That's why
all these kids
alive
end
or
up
not
getting
alive.
taught, like, if they put their hands on you, you put your hands back on them. They touch you, you do this. Like, okay, so that's already coming up like you're fighting. Like, that's already
somebody should be touching you, period. No. If somebody touches you, whoop their ass. That's the bottom line. Otherwise, if you don't want to fight, you don't touch people. There's no reality, no situation where you hit somebody and that's it. Like, that's not how shit works. I'm gonna get my lick back.
No, look, okay. To be clear, go ahead, Torin.
Yeah, my mom had always something. I was raised by two women because my dad had moved away. So when I was coming up, I think it was after this girl had called me ugly. Mama seen it, and my mama checked her ass. But after that, my mama told me, like, if somebody ever talked to you, or no, she didn't say talk. She said she hit you. If anybody hits you, you don't go beat them up. You just get them one good hit and make them learn their lesson. And I said, all right. So from there, nobody ever did. I never been in that situation.
Since then, I've been smacking bitches.
I've been quick to just pop on in the mouth.
Goddamn.
But
Hey,
I was like a man.
I just wanted to clarify, though. I just wanted to clarify what I was talking about when I was saying I might have to let her get one off. I'm not talking about just like a normal situation, obviously, and I'm kind of being tongue in cheek, but I'm saying, like, if I'm coming to my lady with something like super foul, if I was like, yo, this shit's been like eating at my conscience, I gotta tell her that, like, I fucked her best friend. I'm sorry, I effed her best friend.
That's still not a reason to put her hands.
I agree, it's not. Listen, there's never a reason, right? But
best friend.
But if she fire off in that situation, I'm not gonna square up and hit her back in that situation. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I told my kids to square up and hit her ass back.
But
you shake her.
Yeah, that's what. But with that being said, to y'all's point though about like what I was like, I was raised under the Malcolm X tutelage, right? Malcolm X and the nation taught you don't put your hands on nobody. But if somebody puts their hands on you, it's now your responsibility to make sure they never put their hands on anybody again. So, that's how I'm gonna give it up. You know what I'm saying? That's my responsibility. You don't put your hands on nobody again. So yeah, don't put your hands on nobody. But listen, I'm not gonna like it if she did it, but I did some foul stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, that's different from me saying, something different. You know what I'm saying? If I say something else like, I don't want to be with you no more and you fire off, well, hold on now, shit. We just don't want to be together. Okay, hold on, let me go back. I gotta get busy in the chat. Hey, while we here, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Also, hit us up in the podcast section of iTunes or wherever it is that you listen to your podcast, man. Shout out to all of our international listeners, our domestic listeners, man. Shout out to Spain, shout out to the UK, shout out to Canada, showing a lot of love as well internationally. Who am I missing international? I'm missing somebody. I'm sorry, but shout out to y'all that's showing a lot of love on the audio version. We do appreciate it. I got to start putting up the Cash App. So if somebody want to shoot us a Cash App, I can do that. Or if you want to shoot us a super chat, man, right there where you put your messages in, hit that little $ button, man. Shoot us some Cash App if you want to do that, just to show some love to the show. We will appreciate it. You dig what I'm saying? But even more overshooting in the Cash App, if you would just share the show with a friend, you know what I'm saying? We'd appreciate you just spreading the word and getting us out there more, man. We're going to start doing more shows, doing some more marketing, just so we can get the show out there to more people, man. We don't want it to just be a private club that, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes some of these YouTube shows become, people don't want them to expand because they like this little private club that they have. It's like, we ain't going to forget our day ones, but we do want to, we want to grow some, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, but let me get busy in the chat, though. I'm sorry. Courtney Jackson said, I think there's a difference between dysfunctional and toxic. Being dysfunctional and not talking to each other at home or starting arguments for no reason is not the same as fighting in public. I would agree with that. If you're going by that definition. Let's go. Jasmine said, just because an action is understandable, it doesn't mean it's right. Keep your hands to yourself unless you're ready for a bullet. Oh Lord, okay. Jesus, okay. Sonic said, leave folks in their relationships alone. She said, everybody on the podcast lonely. Hey, maybe I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not lonely.
I'm lonely.
I'm married.
One in the head.
Where's my ring at?
I mean, I don't know where your ring is. My ring right here. I ain't lonely. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, my ring is
and listen, just to be clear, we're not.
I gotta go find that before my husband wake up.
Hilarious, by the way. But just to be clear, we're not just going in on Blueface and Chrisean. We're using like we do on this show all the time. We allow everybody to come on here and express themselves in their most organic state. But we use a lot of times celebrity examples to talk about society as a whole, right? So they're like a clear example of what I would consider a glorification of toxic relationships. We see it a lot, and it trickles down to just ordinary people. So that's what we're talking about. I know you kind of trolling, Sonic. I respect. Don't get it twisted. I respect the trolling. Don't get it messed up. I love the troll.
But listen, honestly, if you want to, it's literally what we do. So if you're tuning in to listen to the conversation again, it's all about the topic at hand. At the end of the day, we can use examples, real world examples. I mean, if these examples don't want to be used, y'all are in the public eye. So I mean, we're taking what's being given to us through the media. But if you want to talk about topics without talking about celebrities, you are absolutely free to do that. But that's what we're doing over here. So thank you for tuning in, though.
Or you can cut us the check, Sonic, and endorse that. We'll do that.
Yeah, but no, listen. Shout out to Sonic. I ain't mad at you, Sonic. You dig what I'm saying? Listen, if that's the way you feel, we don't ever.
Cut us the check to match that, and then it'll be done by next week. By next Wednesday.
Hilarious, by the way. Someone knew her. What? Okay.
She's talking about Sonic.
Yeah, he is.
They're definitely new, and that's okay. Again, You want to tune in and
Come
stay.
on,
I know Amber did flash her bare fingers.
in the playground.
For suggestions, use the super chat for a suggestion.
I'm gonna say that name because I ain't keeping it in the playground. Bringing it here.
I barely even know them people. I literally just looked them up when you sent the topic tonight. So
Okay,
Amber don't be
okay.
knowing.
Sonic said, "I'm not trolling. What can you tell about toxic relationships?" So, Sonic, you think that those two being in public, physically fighting each other all the time is not a toxic trait?
No, wait, let's take it. No, let's actually get into it. Let's go back. So, as far as let's start from what I can recollect. I'm sure there's a lot more.
Let's go.
Breaking into somebody's house, right? Break into the house for God knows what reason. Why didn't you have access, friend? Right? Because this is your man. So, but you were breaking and entering, stole a car. I don't know if it's period blood, regular blood, some kind of blood ended up on this man's wall, written by your fingerprints on like. That's lunatic already. So like just starting there, but that's where the story begins, right? And you jet off in the Range Rover across country, get arrested. So in terms of toxic, let's start there, right? Because there's been so much. So that's where we are, Sonic. If you need a synopsis.
Yeah, no, shout out.
Facts. Way to break that shit down.
Because
Because that was so earlier.
And look, to Sonic's point, Sonic is saying, "Yo, they're young," and I agree, and that's what we're trying to talk to
But
right
that's,
now. Right?
and that's
mean
kind
it's
of
right.
what I've been saying too.
it
Like,
still don't mean it's right. If it's
That's where the influence is
yes,
at.
but what can you do? Nothing. Like you can wish the best for somebody. You can wish the best for somebody, but you can tell somebody what they're doing wrong all the time. Like I don't listen. That's one of my traits. Like
Toxic.
that's my
not
problem.
right.
Look, I'm actually very far from toxic, but
No, that's what they love to say.
I'm not
Toxic, they love
listening.
to say that.
Like, and especially I'm young. I'm 21. Nigga, I wasn't listening to nobody. I'm like, my mama still can't tell me shit. Okay, like I feel that type of grown. So I feel like you gotta let people do what they're gonna do. And I just got faith that they'll work that shit out. Like they're gonna see, like everybody does. Like you're able to have this view because you've been through some shit, you've seen some shit, and you grew through and you got better to some shit. And I feel like you just got to give people the same space to do that.
Shout out to Mo for patiently raising her hand. Go ahead, Mo.
I wish we had the raise hand function in here, but also, and I definitely feel where Naomi's coming from because a lot of people do make those realizations, and sometimes it is just a matter of that. But let's also not be, oblivious to the fact that like there are situations that end up badly as well. You know what I'm saying? People getting killed, people getting murdered, and things like that. So let's. It's not necessarily that we're trying to come for anybody's character. Again, this is information that's out there for everyone to see. This is in the public eye. So to expect that people aren't going to talk about it and the situations that surround it, like, I mean, that's exactly what we're here to do. And again, you're saying that they are young, but this is affecting also a young crowd. Like if you would see the people who are talking about these things, these are also younger people who are more than likely, trying to experience the same type of things. And it's just like, I don't think there's really anything wrong with bringing awareness to the topic of toxic relationships, because as you said in the chat, you said that, an individual is toxic. It's that person basically saying for us not to make it seem like the whole situation is toxic. But whenever you are in a serious relationship or you're in love with someone, it can become a toxic situation in itself. And that's another thing that we need to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just that, because two people could be of sane mind, you know what I'm saying, before even getting into a relationship. But that love, that love and that I need you and I want you, like that real like emotion that you can have for somebody. And then, also not everybody is always in their right mind. And I'm not saying that about this couple, but I'm just saying in general, like, so that can also be taken to another level where it's like, damn, now together, this is a toxic ass situation. I may not have ever been this way about a person. I may not have ever tolerated this with a person before, but I'm willing to do whatever. And it's just like, okay, like where are you to draw the line when it comes to toxicity? Yes, people will grow out of it sometimes, but sometimes that stuff is passed down and it's moved around. And it's like, it's not always just so central to, each person, let me just come in here and not be toxic, because a situation can turn toxic quickly. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what happens in your relationship, what your relationship is based off of and the foundations. Like, so let's really talk about it.
And my goal is to make sure that like people don't go around saying that like, yo, this type of relationship is normal. Like that we gonna slap each other, that you gonna slap me, I'm gonna push you down. No. That shouldn't be a normal thing. I'm not saying that like, listen, I don't know. Different stuff happens in different relationships, and everybody's different in terms of what they tolerate, what they're okay with. You know what I'm saying? I know some people. Listen, the number one thing about a toxic relationship is typically the person or the people involved. The one thing that's always a constant is that they have a really good sex life. That seems to always be something that like keeps this thing together. Is that after go ahead.
I was gonna say, to kind of expand on that, like I feel like there are those types of relationships where it's like that is, again, what is the foundation of our relationship? What is the basis? And a lot of times that sex and that energy that comes from sex can like take over a lot, to where it's like, you know, and then there are a lot of couples out there that don't resolve their issues. It's kind of like, we'll have some sex and then we'll move on, but the situations continue to arise. So now I'm catching myself in this toxic circle because, you know, I'm thinking that this sex is going to solve everything. And that's definitely another topic of conversation.
Yeah, that ain't going to resolve it all. Trust me. Now it helps. It helps. You know what I'm saying? It's better than not doing it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that becomes a cure-all in a lot of these toxic situations. Is that like, yo, you gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, we gonna yell at each other. It's the scene from Baby Boy, right? That's one of the most famous scenes of all time. Is Baby Boy. This nigga goes so far, he go down there and eat the box that night. Let me get this box up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He slapped the shit out of old girl. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I'm sorry. Let me hold you. Let me do this. Let me do that. And she knew Jody wasn't for her. And Jody even said it. You just love this daddy D. That's what Jody was telling her.
Yep, because he was, you know, riding in her car all day. No job. That's toxic.
Well, he was in between some work.
Amber said that's toxic.
He was trying to hustle. He was trying to sell the dresses at the salon. He was selling dresses.
Toxic.
And the little
that shit is toxic. And I feel like that was a great snapshot of the type of normal toxicity that will be going on in these relationships. Like,
no, for real. Fact.
Like it still kind of works at its time. But I think things are getting better. Things are going in the right direction because we are able to have these conversations now. And we're able to let everybody know. Like now they got all 6 of us on here saying, bitch, don't put your hands on nobody. Get out that relationship if that shit is becoming physical.
Unless they telling you that they just burned you, then you might be able to get one off. But go ahead though.
Or like if you really feel like you're coming out of character for a relationship, that's how you.
I'm like, no, I don't think that is true.
What's true?
Unless they cheated, Roy.
I don't know if they burned you. You might have to get one.
If you have sex with a person without protection, then it's equally your fault. You know. Unless they like purposely lied or deceived you or like cheated on you, like you didn't know they would have.
It may be your fault too, though, Naomi. We've had these conversations before. The cheating may be your fault as well. Maybe you're not giving the head. I don't know what you're doing out here. So if you're not, he might want to get that.
That was a personal choice. We already talked about that as a personal.
Well, he talked about it. He loved everything else about you, Amber. But I'm not talking you specifically. I'm just saying in general. He loved everything else about you, but you know.
That's a personal choice. If you want to go cheat, that's on you.
No, because that's something you just need to say. Like your head is not it. I don't know what I would do. Like,
did y'all see? Listen, I saw something that went viral on Twitter, and I was for obvious reasons, I guess. I was unaware that there was some, what is this stuff called to numb your throat? Some deep throat spray? I didn't know this was a thing.
Yes, it is a thing. I saw some in the store the other day.
Hold on, what kind of stores do you go to?
They sell it at Spencer's. They sell it everywhere.
Me and my husband stopped by the sex store, and there was some. We just looked because I'm about to.
Y'all talking about antiseptic spray.
Yeah, they numb to the throat.
I'm like, y'all talking about antiseptic spray.
They got something apparently, I guess, that's like that at the sex shop.
They got that at Walmart. You can go get that at Walmart.
Nah, but they got some stuff specific
No,
at the
you can
sex
get the
shop.
medicine one, but I guess it would make sense that they have like an actual sex one.
Yeah, it's called like something deep throat.
And it's all different flavors. And the one that was
I'm
sold
like,
out,
Wasim.
the one that was sold out was mint, the mint flavor.
The mint, so the mint is popping. Okay, there you go. That's some free
Oh,
game
look.
for everybody.
I'm like lame.
I didn't.
I'm like,
Yeah.
throw that shit without it.
Well,
Period.
hold on, listen. Just because you got some talents, that don't mean everybody else has the same talent. They need to numb their throat a
y'all
little
go
bit.
buy your throat numbing spray.
Oh, Tierra said don't use it. Why shouldn't they use it, Tierra?
Uh-oh.
Before she said, "Oh, I got
You
something."
gonna throw up? Maybe you can't even feel.
It's supposed to numb your throat, though. It's
Yeah, but
supposed
they
to.
also said not to eat before you do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but no, I kind of like to let food settle for a minute as a rule.
Wait, eat
Well, if you
before?
gonna be
I
before
thought you shouldn't
sucking
eat
dick.
after.
Naomi
I'm
said
like, you should not eat after that. Honestly, like, why would you eat after the fact?
So hold on, Naomi. Is this like
Because I've had like I felt like, okay, so I've definitely gotten the whole bottom part of my jaw like numbed recently when I went to
Oh, I
the
didn't know where
dentist.
you was going with that, Mo. I'm sorry.
No, but like, no, I actually recently went to the dentist and like had like the bottom fully numb down here, and like it low key went further. Like my whole mouth esophagus was like, numb, and that shit is like, it's kind of scary because it's like those parts that you feel normally are just not there. You're like, how do I use this again? You like, I'm like, it just seems like you'd have to probably. I'm gonna say it's probably safe to try that spray a couple times before you get into a situation where you're gonna just use it, because it might not be a good experience the first time if you're not used to numbing stuff.
Yeah, no, that's a lot.
What's that? I'm gonna try to find. Let me find it real quick. What's the name of that spray? Because it had a wild name too.
It's got a whole bunch of sprays, or that wild honey too.
No,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and see, I just be
Wild
so
honey?
wary of all that shit.
I want to try that honey. I want to see what it does.
Look, and that's why all niggas been trying it, just to see what it do.
You gotta see what it do. Shit.
And they got one for the ladies too. I just seen it. It was like this.
I don't know, because that just gives gas station sex pills, and I'm scared.
No, definitely.
I'm like, I need to ask a doctor. I think I would
No,
ask
for
my
real.
doctor.
Or I'm just taking pills.
Can I
like,
take this? What's gonna happen?
Not ask the doctor. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. So I found the tweet. Apparently, this is gonna be funny. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Go ahead, y'all keep talking. My fault.
No, I'm like, and what?
Oh, the tweet got deleted. She deleted the tweet. Oh, damn. Oh, she deleted it.
How you gonna tell them to keep talking and you gonna keep talking?
I thought I was gonna
for
pull it
real.
up, but then I saw she deleted the tweet. So the original tweet said she found it in her mama's closet, in her mama's bathroom closet, which
Oh.
is and it's literally called like deep throat something.
It is. They got all kind of different. It's called deep throat spray.
Okay, that's a
It's
crazy
called
little
good
thing.
head. Good head. Deep
There you go. Good head, deep throat spray. There you go.
I just seen it the other day.
Shout out to Amber.
I didn't buy nothing.
Amber picked up a six pack.
Man bought it.
I'm dead.
No, I didn't buy it.
Picked up a 6-pack of that DP spray. Okay.
Have y'all ever threw up sucking dick before?
No.
Whoa. Let me say no. I've never experienced any of that. First of all.
Well, not Lionel and Roy.
I
I'm weird.
researched.
Not me too. I'm
You're
straight.
not supposed to eat. I researched you're not supposed to eat that.
No, it's definitely better not to eat.
But what if you don't know that you're gonna be going in that hard ahead of time? Like you just like the vibe just pop.
I'm
You
gonna
didn't know
take
you gonna
it
suck
in
dick.
account.
Because
Or like you just gotta be careful.
I threw
You
up
gotta
on
be
the dick.
careful.
I threw up on the dick while I was giving car head.
What?
From a night going out, because we had just came from the bar.
Look.
What you that's so unattractive. I would have been like, I probably would have
Get out.
Get out.
I mean, no, I don't think he knew the car was dark. It might be a little.
How did he not know?
You just slurped it back up.
Yeah, I was like, oh, and I was like,
Oh my god!
that's what you have to do. I just.
Chrisean, oh my god.
That's some nasty shit, Torin.
Okay, let's change the subject. Let's change the subject. I cannot anymore.
We need to.
That's what you gotta do.
Let's burn some sage.
Not what you gotta do. Fuck all that. Look, I would rather risk getting kicked out the car. Fuck that.
No, that's embarrassing to throw up on.
That is so. Oh my gosh. Can we please talk about something else, y'all? Like, I'm gonna throw up.
I'm sorry for my random conversation.
Right.
Look, so I'm like, look.
No, I mean, we need to have those offline, okay? When we got online.
I can't even eat my cheese no more. I'm just got to throw it away.
Why are you finna suck dick later?
No.
Look, go ahead and pass, girl.
No.
You said fast, hilarious.
I
didn't have to do that to get my husband.
Okay.
What do you mean, girl? You ain't sucking his dick, Amber. Go suck his dick.
I am not talking about that with y'all. I am.
Why not?
Whoa.
What we gonna talk about?
You and your escapades, I could live through you.
Y'all are still in feet. Are y'all fully married? I'm like, you should still be sucking his dick.
We got married on July 1st. Yes, I'm married.
So yeah, y'all newlyweds.
Hey, shout out to Amber husband. He look like he related to Pimp C, low key. That nigga look like he related to Pimp C like a mofo. I said, I'm like, wow, that nigga like that, like Pimp C cousin or somebody. Shout out to him.
Stop it. Don't do that.
Do he got grill? He got grill, right?
Just because he light skinned, don't do that.
He look like Pimp C. I ain't gonna say.
He does not.
He got a little Pimp C in him. Shout out to him.
I don't even know who Pimp C is.
Well, he probably know Pimp. He got a little Pimp C in him. Watch when you look up Pimp C, you're gonna be like, oh shit, he look like Pimp C.
I am about to look him up.
And you're gonna be like, oh damn, yes he does.
I'm like, who is Sagittarius?
No, he does not.
That's my man Chad Butler, aka
We
Pimp
don't have
C.
we don't have any Sagittarius on the panel actually.
I'm Aquarius.
Sagittarius moon.
Aquarius.
Oh, hold on. What happened? Oh, Sonic making a prediction. It's 2 Pisces in the Sagittarius podcast.
There's
our one
Pisces.
I'm like, our
we're
one
all
Pisces
air
is not
signs,
on.
actually, besides Lionel.
Maybe he's saying maybe Sonic, he or she is saying where they are is that over there. I don't know. Shout out to Sonic.
Right.
Mississippi. M.I. Crooked letter.
Shout out to David Bam.
He from where P Valley from? Ain't that in Mississippi?
But you know what I always say? I said this on the show before. Let me say it again. All black people at some point, all roads lead back to Mississippi, Alabama.
Mine don't.
That's why I keep saying every time you say that.
I'm telling y'all, at some point, y'all.
Look, this nigga's from Houston saying this. That's why.
Man, all roads lead back there. I'm trying to look.
I am 15% Caucasian, is what.
What the hell that mean, Amber?
Not
Why you out of here? Cancel out.
No,
cancel Amber.
Right.
Not you claiming.
That's what Ancestry said. Well, I mean,
You're 85, Amber. Damn.
You just be quiet. No, you just be quiet about that part.
Hold on. Speaking of that, hold on. I don't know why this made me think of this. Did y'all see Stacey Dash?
Yeah, she on drugs. She on drugs. Yeah.
Crying because she said that she just found out that DMX is dead.
She on drugs. She on that shit.
No, that's because she
Oh,
was in
God.
rehab. She was in rehab.
She on that shit again. The way she was saying that she on that shit again.
She was like, I heard a song about DMX and it brought me through so much stuff. And then I went online and I saw that he passed away. I was like, this, you don't sit your ass down, Stacey.
No,
Fuck out of here.
Even high because
Why did she have her phone?
I don't know.
she was talking about
like, girl,
died from cocaine. I'm like, girl, why'd you even need to say that? You should just say he died. Mama, that's to hit home because she on cocaine, so that's why she was like, he doesn't have cocaine, so I need to cut it out. That's what I was getting from.
Allegedly. Torian finna get a whole little trap house.
He was in rehab.
Allegedly, Torian. Jesus Christ.
Right.
Okay, let me say this. I want to say two things, and we're gonna get back to the stuff. Let me say this. Somebody needs, speaking of taking phones, somebody needs to take everything from Wendy Williams. Take her phone, her car keys, her credit cards. We don't want to see Wendy Williams wandering around New York no more in some little ass shorts. That was not a good look for anybody.
Let her live.
No, Wendy is clearly not well. She's not well.
She is.
No, clearly,
Well,
like
so,
there's
yeah.
something.
She's not well.
She was in a toxic relationship.
And
Man,
but
the
this is like,
toxic relationship she was in was with Hollywood, and they have X'd her out. Is truly what it is. Like we're seeing.
And she was in a toxic
at the
relationship
end.
with
nah,
him.
but
She
she's
had a baby
she's
on
not
her
in her right mind. No, so
She had
that's
a
one thing
baby
I want.
on her ass, so
But that's one thing I wanted to say. The other thing I wanted to say, you made me forget, Amber. Amber talking
oh
crazy
well.
about
She had
Wendy,
a
but
baby
y'all
on
need to
her.
leave. Wendy needs to be left. Please let Wendy over there. Just leave her alone, and don't nobody touch her. Just let her live over
That's
there.
probably what they did. That's probably why she was walking around looking like that.
She was. Oh my
crazy.
lord! I
They
saw.
left
Wendy,
her
I
alone.
said, I said, "Po baby." And okay, I don't know. I forgot the other thing, but it's more than just Chrisean and Blueface, because now there's some stuff that they talking about now, but everybody saw it live. Waka, what was Waka's soon to be ex-wife's name?
Tammy,
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
what happened?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, they getting divorced, but you know they talking about it now, how like it wasn't right, it was this, it was that. You know what I'm saying? But like it was always some signs there. You know what I'm saying? Like reality. First of all, let me say this: reality TV is undefeated. Every couple that's ever been on reality TV it ends bad.
No.
Okay, name me a couple that didn't end bad for. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Right now it's
Let's go.
Right now.
Love is blind. The couple,
Not
Black
that
girl.
new ass shit.
Yeah, see,
That counted 2 years.
name
That
me a
shit
couple.
for 5 years.
No, but that's what I said right
Married
now.
at
I'm not
first
talking about
sight.
one that I-
Married at
Like,
First
dang.
Sight got a couple.
No, we don't know
Which
these
one?
shows. We
Okay,
need to-
but
I
they
Talking about
really
from the
don't
first
know.
season?
Come
Okay,
on, Grass, because I
I
couldn't
knew-
think
hold-
some intoxicated Candy and Todd.
Look,
Okay,
Reverend
okay. Let me tell you why Candy and Todd is a bad example. Let me tell you why.
They on the
Because
right.
Todd worked. Listen, Todd worked for the goddamn company that was shooting her reality show. So technically,
So?
that's a loophole. That's a loophole.
How they still married? What you talking
No,
about?
what I'm talking about is couples that came into reality TV.
Okay, what's that one they got? They were on that show, and then now they on the Married to DC. And some of the Married to Medicine couples, they still trucking along.
Okay, you're talking about in Huntsville.
Not the Huntsville one, the DC.
Monique,
DC one.
Chris.
Yeah.
Man,
Because
listen.
they was on that other reality show
Yeah,
before.
I like
In
The
a
people
bad
y'all
way.
talking. Okay, let me put a little bit of a variable in there. I'm talking about shows that are super. Listen, I'm talking about the individuals from the shows that become super popular. Once people become very popular, I'm not saying those shows don't do well. I'm saying Love and Marriage.
Rashida and Kurt, no.
They said
That is the most toxic shit ever.
But hold on,
No,
I'm saying no. I'm saying no. But hold on, I'm saying no. Like, who is this? I'm saying no. Like when you talk about like the Love, y'all talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. The stars of that show was Martell and whatever his wife name. I forgot his wife's name. I don't want to say whatever.
No, that's Love and Marriage. I think she was talking about
She's talking about Monique
I'm
and the
talking
other.
about Love and Marriage, but DC. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
they got like different cities.
Okay, Sonic said T.I. and Tiny. Well, we already know.
no.
T.I. was out here.
All this long lasting shit.
Right, basically.
He just said no. He said no.
No,
You don't want to accept that.
hold on, time out. Let's go through them all. Y'all ain't named nothing good yet, because it's very well known that
Oh.
T.I. was out here pounding everybody.
You're not going to TI. We're not
And that's what it looks
That's
like
not happy.
happened.
That might be they happy. That's not your happy. That might be they happy.
I have to too. On Instagram.
First of all, I guarantee you, if y'all go through, it's way more relationships that's been
The
messed
Puerto
up.
Rican princess and her husband.
She just got with him. She is with Stevie J.
Ooh,
No,
yeah,
'cause that shit was
got it. Papoose
DJ
and
definitely
Remy
did.
Ma.
But
Papoose
she
and
happy
Remy
though.
Ma.
She happy.
Okay, I'm with you, Torian. Now watch this, Torian. First of all, she was in jail for the first half of the season. But then second of all, name everybody else from that show, Torian. Let's watch this.
What? Cardi B? I mean, it was so many people in that cast.
Cardi B was with a nigga in jail. That shit didn't work. Keep going.
Yeah.
The worst. You don't go to the dust bucket, to the chum bucket, and trying to find gold.
Wait, no.
Hip hop trying to find the couple. No.
Christy and Jim
Look,
Jones.
and that's the only
Christy and Jim
reality
Jones.
TV I know.
Oh Lord, Chrissy and Jim Jones, they ain't even married.
The nigga that won't even marry her? Y'all, you like that? The nigga that won't marry her after 30 years. Okay, go ahead.
They not married? I thought they were married.
No, y'all are just using the bottom pit of shows to try to find love, and that's y'all's problem.
Like, we talking about?
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
It's never
Man,
gonna be
it's some of them basketball wives. They were married for years. They get on that show, and that damn whole marriage end within one season. Whole marriage over now. Goddamn.
No.
Okay.
Jackie Christie and Doug Christie.
Okay, let me tell you why that's a bad example. Because this is a woman who, while this man was in the NBA, traveled with him every single where he went.
He might have wanted her to.
No, she did it. She maybe I don't know. I just see her on the show and she
No, he did it.
She wants Doug Christie in a game once got into a fight with Rick Fox. She jumped out the stands and started hitting Rick Fox with her
That's what I
purse.
would do. That's what I would
She's
do.
a different level of crazy. No. She's a different level of crazy.
No, so like that's what I'm saying. These relationships that are lasting are sounding a little bit.
They get married every single year. Like, bro, listen, she's over the top.
That works for them. That works for them.
Right.
And they still together.
That man is a hostage
marriage.
in
You
his
didn't say
own
what they
home.
was doing. You said the marriage is still there. The marriage is still there. No matter if she traveling with him, the marriage is there.
Man, that shit there is an extreme example. If y'all want to die on that hill, good luck.
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
They ain't on reality TV. Get your ass out of here.
That's TRL.
You didn't name the couples now.
Get your TRL hilarious. Okay, let's get back on track. Y'all didn't deviated. Okay, what's in the chat?
Real.
Carmelo Anthony and Lala, hilarious, by the way. Hilarious, by the way. Because I think Melo's still hitting that. I ain't gonna stunt to you. She still loves me. I'm gonna can I say this before we get back to the toxic shit? Lala still loves Carmelo Anthony. You know why she's not with Carmelo? Is because of all of y'all.
No, she
all
not.
of y'all is watching it. Y'all
What are you?
Just gonna take that nigga fucking bitches all the
all
time.
of y'all is watching that
She
with
have
her.
all these babies on her. That's
No,
why.
she just couldn't take the nigga fucking a bitch. That's usually the problem. That's
She said, "Look, I can be single and go be fine, get my body done." She said, "I'm gonna go and be a bad bitch." Like, what am I doing?
She said, "Wait."
Right, hold on.
She said, "I'm Lala."
Right now. Let's be for real.
No,
What I'm telling y'all is that if it wasn't for y'all out here, you humanoids out here in regular society, Chris Brown and Rihanna would be together right now.
Rihanna need to learn how to keep her hands to herself.
Well, hold on. I'm just telling y'all to listen. They both wanted to be back together. Society told them that no, it's not. Y'all can't do this. They both love
people are still
work
like
out. We don't know if society was the deciding factor because they definitely tried kicking it.
No, they're still outraged about it. Actually,
yeah, it's society. Oh, somebody said Lala cheated too. Oh, hold on. Carmelo and Lala divorce. Okay, I'm telling you, Melo. Listen, she loves Melo. She loves her some Melo. Trust me. You can see it in the eyes.
Oh, please.
You can. Hold on.
No.
Lala cheated too.
Do we
Hopefully.
I'm telling you, Chris Brown and Riri, they would have still been together. Your fave, Candy. Shout out to you though.
In relationships.
Okay, let's get back on track though. We didn't deviate a lot though, man. We're talking about, is society glorifying toxic relationships. It's the society saying like, and I get it, man. It's a bag in it. You know what I'm saying? It's a bag out there and like putting your shit out there. You know what I'm saying? And like being crazy. Like, make no mistake, I can do some stuff tomorrow and we can take no strings to a whole different plateau if we start getting on here and doing certain stuff. Yeah.
But listen, do not underestimate people's, need to be nosy. Like, people love to be in on certain things and know information about things, and especially, dramatic stuff and, toxic things and relationships. Like, people feed into that more probably than anything. So this is definitely, if it's just a way to come up, then I mean, that's kind of the way to do it, because people gonna pay attention, people gonna talk about it, type shit. But like, at the end of the day, I still want everybody to be like, careful and safe, and definitely, care about yourself too.
We need to, as an audience and as a people, and it's not even society, it's literally our culture that needs to do better. Because white people or any other culture is not consuming this kind of shit. And like, especially in the name of love and like cuteness and like entertainment. Like, no, this is absolutely like, and if you just look across the boards of different like programming and like what different types of shows are geared towards Black audiences, and they're all like this, like they're all like that. And it's the kind of
and for a reason.
So because this is like what Black audiences like eat. Like, this is what's
hold on, Lionel. Let me put up what Candy just posted, because this goes exactly what you said. She said it's not that society is the reason for toxic relationships. Toxic relationships are just more interesting. So it's just more entertaining, right?
That's what I was just saying. Like, people want to see that. You know what I'm saying? People want to feed into that and like know what's going on.
So besides all this, excuse the fuck out of me, because like the point that I was making was like, this is a problem for our community specific that needs to be looked at, because this is what our community is eating up. Like, when you look across programs, you don't find this kind of shit anywhere else. Like, even just like with the Housewives franchise is like the best example, because the other housewives don't actually get down like that. You can see that like with ratings, like sometimes they kind of get a little more feisty, but that's not like the bulk of like their shit. But they sell this to Black people because this is what they see as entertainment. They want to see Chrisean missing a tooth. Like, why is she like whole right now? Like, she should be tore up for this. Like, they want to see her fighting her nigga. They want to see him having another baby. Like, this is absolutely where they get the popcorn and throw them out.
Okay, hold on, Lionel.
And I definitely feel what Lionel was saying, and I feel what you were saying, Lionel, too. But we also got to look at who's running these big ass corporations and purposely putting this programming into, because all of it is programming. And it really will go deep, because you are seeing this on TV. And so you're equating this to being like how it is, even when you are seeing some problematic shit. So you're thinking like, oh, okay, this is normal. But I think like we buy into it because that's what's there. Like,
we can't just like pass the hand to them, because like we would have to clock ourselves first. Because even with Blueface and Rock,
but I feel like
he started that himself. Like, that was from his OnlyFans. And Rock is very entertaining. Like, if there's nothing,
that's what's up.
Nothing else everyone can agree on. I've seen everyone say like they're entertained by her. She's interesting. And like, this is the way that they've marketed. This is the way that they've exploited her. Is like, fight her, fight my mom, fight my sister. She tripping. And like, yeah, that's crazy. When this girl makes music, I love the song that she made on that show. Like, I was screen recorded the song so I can just listen to that shit. But it's like, what the fuck are we eating up? Because at the end of the day, that shit's crazy.
But it shows like Real Housewives. They did fight one time. Shit.
Okay, but no, hold on. Let me ride with Candy just for a second, though. Listen, maybe I'm on the nigga shit, Lionel. But some shit just is. Listen, if it's a couple that's just like, I don't know if I would want to watch a show that was who's a positive couple?
Just
Sierra and Russell.
Well, then you're not interested in love, like, so no, because you're not interested in, like, if you don't want to watch a couple though.
But hear me out though. I'm not sure how interested it would be watching Russell Wilson and Sierra.
So find what you're interested in, because clearly you're not interested in love and relationships. So if that's not your thing, then like, because I don't just like watch couples all day. Like, I watch a lot of shit and I get a lot of information and I do a lot of shit. So if you're not interested in that, don't try to go to the pit bottom, because I could be like, Like I love tennis, or like how they try to make sports for women these days. Like I see a lot of different sports, like it's like tits and ass, and like it's like basketball, but it's like ass out, basketball and thongs, and it's like you try to make it to where like you can enjoy it. Well, if that's just not what you're interested in, if you don't want to watch women's basketball, then you just don't. They don't have to be in their ass and titties for you to enjoy it. Like, because at that point it's trash. Like at that point it's been reduced to something so like minimal. And like at that point, go find your niche. Maybe you need to go watch some cooking shows then, or maybe you need to go do something else, because just like wanting and desiring the lower level shit, right? Because like desiring this like shit, like at what point, like I don't know. But I guess misery, you'd rather see it on somebody else's life than in your own, so that's why it's a thing. But at the same point, it's not. It's like we shouldn't even be consuming this shit at all. It's not something to consume.
No, and reality TV isn't even that great. I don't even like watching that shit. I like fiction.
You love watching Jocelyn Cabaret.
Barely. I didn't even finish the last season, and that's about as far as I go. Like the most of my reality TV show was Love and Hip Hop when Jocelyn was on there. Once she left, I was outie. She did her show. I watched that. I watched Blueface show a little bit. I wasn't paying for that shit, but I was following his story on fucking Instagram and able to see enough of the story. So,
and we see the increase here, we see the rise here, but we also notice nowadays the decrease or the decline of like comedy. Like that's getting clogged, but then this is running rampant out here in the streets. When like that's a horrible exchange. It's like nothing.
I watch murder documentaries.
Oh, that explains a lot.
But that don't mean I'm gonna go and do it.
I mean, I don't think
I see the documentary, The Girlfriend That Didn't Exist. That shit toxic. Did y'all watch that?
No, my best friend was literally just telling me about that.
That shit.
What are you watching?
Netflix.
Where
I
is
need to
it?
watch that. Watch it because it's something.
Was it about that
Something
football
that didn't
player?
exist.
Was it about that football player?
Yes.
And okay,
It's like
so
Manny Teo or something.
Yeah, he played at Notre Dame.
Well,
okay, so do you remember?
He also fell in love with a man that was portraying.
I remember when the story came out. He was like, he was the defensive player of the year in the conference, Manti Te'o. And this nigga here is a weirdo. He was on some whole other shit.
I gotta watch that documentary. It was like I was just sitting there like, let me tell you, the person who catfished him was literally telling the story and laughing about it, like it was funny. Like how you still here to tell that story?
Untold on Netflix.
Whoa, hold on. Whoa. You can't be insinuating violence, Amber. Hold on.
No, I'm just saying, like the fact that you on here glorifying catfishing somebody, like, and ruining this man's life and career. Like,
well, he didn't have much of a career. He wasn't really that good.
It don't matter.
Well, it does matter. I'm sorry. I bring that to you. But all of it, listen, it matters. Stuff matters.
Not watched that
listen,
yet,
we live in a society where stuff matters. I'm sorry.
Look, my 17-year-old child said, why did he ask to see them? If they couldn't FaceTime, I wouldn't be still.
No, that's the thing about getting catfish. It's just like you just
let me talk
being
to
so trustworthy of somebody.
Real quick. Let me talk to Candy.
Man.
Candy said that shit is not real. Even Russell and Sierra done had argument.
And that's
nothing is perfect.
Okay,
they could definitely have a TV show, and they would definitely display some drama in there. It won't be maybe them being like fighting each other. It might be like what their drama is. Might be a little quick argument.
But I think the point that she's getting at though is that like when people see something that's a bit imperfect, let me use that instead of toxic. When people see something that's imperfect, maybe they can relate to that more versus like, I don't know, like old school shit, like the Cosby Show, where it was just like this family where like in 20 minutes everything got resolved and everybody was perfect, right? I'm not endorsing. I'm just saying I think what Candy is saying is that like in that situation, like people can more relate to stuff where there's a lot more friction going on because maybe that's closer to real life. I'm just saying, maybe Candy might clarify. I'm just,
If I could be honest, I watch my shows is like not to be like, oh, I think I'm better than this person. It's really to be like, damn, this shit is relatable. Like, I don't know friends who've been in this situation. Like, it makes celebrities or these reality celebrities more relatable to me. It's not like I'm watching it like I want to see me be better than them. It's me want to see relatable shit on my TV screen. That's why I watch my little shows. But I didn't start watching Love and Hip Hop and shit like that. But if I do watch it, I want to see them be real. Cause I mean, people be always mad like they showing fights and shit. I'm like, but motherfuckers be fighting. Like,
so at your fave candy, if I'm at people at your fave candy, I don't put a name on it. I don't really tell people and fake like I don't like shit. Like,
oh my bad, hold on. My bad.
I literally watch the challenge all day. Like, avoiding this type of shit is important for me because then otherwise I'll recognize like my vibe goes like that. If I'm watching some ratchet shit, then like look at my life the next 2 weeks and I'm gonna be a little bit more rowdy and like that's real. So I have to avoid that kind of shit. Like, no, nobody's getting up here and faking. I'm trying to pass a vibe to potentially help the motherfuckers that watch this show that is consuming way too much Chrisean Roc and any other hosts like that. Cause it's very, very low. Okay, friend. So it's not nobody's end up here fronting for anything because ultimately it's the reality. Like we need to they're feeding this kind of shit to black people because this is what's being bought. Starting with Love and Hip Hop or Flavor of Love or whatever. And like from there, it's gotten worse to the point that like literally the shows aren't shows. It's just a matter of put your hands up. Bitch, let's get it.
Bad.
In their boxing. It's like this is not like no, I'm not gonna scuff that off to reality TV because that's not even reality. Okay, you can take me down, Roy.
Yeah, this reality show. What's the reality show with what's the show? What's the goddamn show with Roland Ray on it? What's this goddamn show called? The dating show.
Roland Ray.
Oh, We Love Bobby.
Roland Ray
Okay.
is crazy.
Listen, these niggas fight. They just fight on that goddamn
Who's
show.
Roland
I ain't never. Oh,
The boy in the
Roland Ray.
wheelchair.
He in a wheelchair. They call himself Roland Ray. He in a
Like
wheelchair.
her.
But it's like to the point to where like producers are literally making that content for black audiences now, to where it's like, let's set the situation up to where they'll be able to fight within the next hour or so, and we just get out of here.
Well,
And
but
like,
to Lionel's point from earlier, these executives are sitting back and saying, well, hold on. If y'all are consuming this via World Star, whatever it is,
Right,
y'all like fights, I'm gonna give y'all this. You know what I'm saying? Let me put this out there for y'all. So maybe that's a thing too.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So don't be
So
confused.
we do just have to pivot.
So, no, that's my point of is society glorifying toxic relationships? I mean, I wouldn't say society because I feel like at the end of the day, this is what the people are wanting. The people, I see plenty of people like say how like they're into this. This is what they want. So I don't even know if I would put it on society. It's absolutely the community and the audiences that are saying this is what we want to watch. Look at the comments. The people are saying, bitch, this is my tea. I want to watch this.
This person out of here, the last comment.
Oh, I'm finna get him out of here. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I seen it. I'm gonna get a little, little troll goofy ass about here. But go ahead though. Y'all continue. I'll get this little goofy ass.
90 Day Fiance don't have fighting on it, and that's what I'm watching.
90 Day
Fiance.
Fiance.
We could get like real relatable shit, like real reality TV that's like relatable, and you actually get to see shit that you can relate to and realize. But
Like,
that's not even.
You know what? My favorite reality
That's not
show
reality.
is Homestead Rescuers. Those the type of I like Discovery Channel reality shows. And Deadliest Catch.
Well, not 90 Days. Fiance fake as hell.
You said what?
I like 90 Day though. I like 90 Day. 90 Day is a good show. I think I've actually been watching Mama's Boy as well. And it honestly, I could sometimes will be watching like shows and even like reality shows or even just like a show. Like when stuff be going on in these shows, I'll start to get like anxious. I'm like, I got anxiety behind y'all problems in the show. So then when I turn that shit off, it's like, oh, okay. Like, wow, y'all are really going through it because that's a lot of stuff that you're going through. Like, wow, but it's also entertaining at the same time. So I understand the like, people like reality TV. I personally watch more of that type of stuff for reality TV. I don't really watch a lot of, the cool shows that everyone be on, but I guess it just depends on like what category you're in. But either way, there's still some element of drama in like every show that's happening, whether you're watching My 600-Pound Life, you know what I'm saying? Or you're watching people fighting on TV on some reality show, because I'll tell you what, TLC got some good dramas. Okay, they got some good drama on there. That's not like people necessarily just going toe to toe. Like it's just real life stuff, and it's like people watch that and they enjoy it. So
Is that what
I
Little
don't know.
Women is on?
And it's like, it's
I
no
think so.
shade to the 600-pounders, but like, what's the enjoyment in watching a huge bitch that can't do anything for themselves continuously eat on the show? This bitch,
But people will watch
there.
that show.
like, they be having
That's what
people. No, they
watch
have
that show,
specific
though.
people that cook down for them on the show. And it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, and this is a disaster. To watch. Eye of a tornado. Like wow. And they just be up there, arms little, can't reach anything. Like, it's like watching a disaster. Really. No, it's like, even if it's not fighting, it's like, why buy that shit? Because it's like, it's so bad. Like,
let me say this. Let me
Existence.
say this though. I got a lot of homeboys that want to mess with some of them women from little what is it called? Little Women.
Little Women of Atlanta.
Oh, I got a couple homeboys that want to get it popping with a couple of them girls. I ain't
Well,
gonna
that one man and her man, they've been together for a long time.
Right.
Well, little people deserve love as well, of course.
I got a couple homeboys. I don't know what kind of time they on, but they like, yo,
you don't know what time.
She like, yo, they like, yo,
You
she got
know
some
exactly
ass.
what type of time that
You know what time they're on, yeah.
They like, yo, she's short, but that's a lot of ass though.
She thinks so, head ass. Get out of my face.
You know, those little women
niggas
gotta
be horny.
But nah, those little women got to be very cautious about being fetishized. You know what I'm saying? Because you know,
no fact.
You know what I mean? Like, did this nigga really like you, or this nigga just on some like, yo?
Check it off the bucket list.
It doesn't matter. Is he gonna be there longevity? Shit.
Oh shit, she might just try and get that box hit. Talk that talk then.
Yeah.
Maybe she here for the toxic stuff then. Maybe
Okay,
maybe hold on. I'm with Torian now because maybe these little women are there for the toxic bull-ish. Maybe they just like, you know what? I'm a little woman, but I might want to get slutted out. You know, talk that talk.
You know, little people hate
regular girl.
They hate to be fetishized.
I don't know that to be a fact, Torian. I mean, Lionel. I don't know that to be a fact.
I watched the show and they absolutely said, "Bitch, don't come over here just because I'm little."
Yeah.
Why else am I mean, so I coming over because of the fat ass? What am I coming over there for?
Little, yes, like you just said.
No, niggas are like you're already at dick level. Like,
they want to see they wear little ass hands to make
it's so many fantasies. There's so many fantasies.
No, wow, that's so crazy.
He's gonna stand up.
I never even thought about that.
No, they need to be protected.
Yeah, they want to say so it look big.
Lionel said, "Protect him at all costs." But there's some niggas out there like, yo, she can stand up and get it popping, giving this dome shot, standing up. I ain't never had that, nigga. And niggas is like,
midget porn.
It's a nigga out there it's a dude out there that's 5'10" that's thinking, yo, listen, I ain't never had a chick that can stand up and give me top. They, you know, they play ball.
You gotta commit. You gotta commit.
Well, y'all, it's 10 o'clock. So.
Okay, we didn't got too nasty for Amber. Okay, shout out to APZ. We didn't talked about Amber.
APZ.
Let's go to after dark mode now. She got to go. Okay, she got to go wake her husband up.
He has to work at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I agree.
Okay, so I gotta go do my wifely duties and go make his lunch and stuff.
Shout out to Pimp
Lee before he go to work.
No, Naomi.
Ain't that your wifely duty?
Right.
But that's too much to where he's too tired.
You should though.
He work hard, girl. He gotta wake up at 1 in the morning. You better send him off with a nut.
There we go.
Just saying, have a good night, girl.
Okay. Yeah, messing around, he gonna go right back to sleep. You better be careful.
He gonna oversleep.
Like, damn, let me just go ahead and
look, you gotta hit it. You gotta hit it when he up already.
I'm not talking about this.
You don't gotta talk. Just listen.
Right.
I'll put that in the group chat. I'm not gonna do this live. Okay.
Peace.
Okay. All right.
Amber, have a good night. That dick.
All right. Damn, Torian. All right. So getting back to so let's start to wind down. I never even asked this question. Do y'all think that there is a quote unquote glorification right now of toxic relationships?
I think
It depends on the audience.
There is more discussion around toxic relationships. I don't think it's necessarily a glorifying, but I think it's out there and just so much noticeable and just so much talked about, because everything is problematic like nowadays, and I think there can be kind of like toxicity. Like I be on Reddit and like where there are relationships in the shows I like people are just like, it's so toxic and it's like there's a problem. They did this, they did that. So like I think there's just more discussion around it and like it's more awareness, I guess.
Yeah, because people acknowledge that it's not right. It's not like it's like, oh my god, it's so cute. People like they's wild as fuck. Like what?
Oh, people do actually.
No, because I feel like so many people have harsh. They're like they be so harsh about it. I feel like it's definitely not all.
Yeah. But you can have. But okay, let's be honest though.
People
you
actually
can have.
It's cute. I've seen that more than anything.
But it's really good sex involved in toxic relationships, though. Really good sex.
No, and sometimes things can like be hard to let go, and that's why it's toxic. And like shit be hard. Like shit gets hard and gets complicated in relationships. Like imagine shit gets toxic and y'all living together, y'all got a child together. Like y'all are like shit can get toxic and you're still fucking. The pussy's still good. Like everything is just complicated, and you can get.
Because look. Blueface is quote unquote with Chrisean, but didn't he just have another baby with like his baby mom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About to have it. It's one of the two, yeah.
So it's like,
Oh yeah, because she just had her baby shower. He gave her a gift for the baby shower. And
yeah, so it's
like the baby's born now.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like I mean, I don't know. I mean, shout out to Blueface. I'm not mad. I salute the pimping. Don't get it twisted. I salute the pimping over here. Anytime you get a woman to get her name tattooed around her vaginal area, I gotta salute the pimping. Don't get it twisted. Because Lord, she wrote shit, and she put like she put a storm cloud next to it.
This is a part of it. This is a part of glorifying. Absolutely saying shout out to him. This is absolutely a part of it. Like none of this is cool to me. Like none of it's fly. But that's why it goes, especially because like you can say that lightly, right? A grown ass married ass guy whose parents are still married, like you can say that lightly. But there are a lot of kids who are actual children who are looking up to these people and don't have parents still married and don't have a relationship of their own. So look, they are absolutely making horrible conclusions, like drawing horrible conclusions based on seeing this all the fucking time and being fed this. And like in the name of, but she must got that good box though, but look what he able to make her do. Like she got the tat, he got his, like in the name of the bullshit. And like that's where the glorification comes in. When at the end of the day, like first of all, Blueface, I hate that he's this relevant because he's subpar as fuck. How do we know him? Being a subpar, mediocre ABC 1, 2, 3 rapper. So then anything that can come from that, just imagine.
Oh, you don't like Tatiana?
That can come from that, just imagine, right? And it absolutely has. It absolutely has been like a faucet turned on from Detroit, Flint, Michigan, bitch. Like it's really bad water.
No, but listen, okay, see now, as someone who actually was like listening to Blueface in like the earlier times, like maybe some years ago, I was listening to his music, but just being able to like separate that from like lifestyle, I think is the important part, like I can definitely listen to his music, but I honestly stopped, like I wasn't following him through all of this stuff. What I hear is through like what we talk about or like the media just like throwing it in my face. But like that's what I'm saying, that separation isn't really necessarily happening. That's why people are like, oh, like I got a little bit of Chrisean in me. Like that is also feeding into, glorifying it as well. Because y'all like,
and it's just so much access.
And I don't even
so much access because I was thinking like the only reason I was just so plugged in is because I find Blueface attractive.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
So but I was just saying
he can be attractive and be evil. Who knows?
down, Tatiana.
I don't
I
care.
wanna see you bust down. Pick it up, now break that shit down. Break it down, speed it up, then slow that shit down on it.
On the
My
game.
My bad. Go ahead.
So this is who we're talking about. So it's like the apple doesn't fall far. This is a branch on the same fucking tree of like we're talking about Blueface here.
I mean, you know, listen,
Look,
I'm with you. Listen, I'm.
If we want to
I
get
don't think that he likes her as much as she like. Well, the word I use is infatuated. I think that she's infatuated with him. If you go back and look at everything that she's done, she's been on like what was she on like some reality TV show where it was like a physical challenge. She was like running through.
I
Like
think it was like the Ninja Warrior show. or
yeah,
something
she's
like
been
that.
like trying to be famous, right? Like it seems
you
like
on there first. I
Huh?
know. I know she was on there. The American Ninja.
Mhm.
No,
yeah,
she was on Ultimate
she was like
Freestyle.
running. Like she's
Ultimate
been on like other things, so like she's been like actively trying to be in the light. You know what I'm saying? And I think that like she got on this shit and she's like, yo, this is my shot. And I'm not like, you know, like Eminem said, if you had one shot, one opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to see everything you wanted. Like she's like, yo, I'm not letting this ish go. I'm like, if I gotta get my tooth knocked out, if I gotta get a false tooth with his face on it, whatever keeps me relevant and keeps me out here, I'm willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, the byproduct of that, to your point, Lionel, I agree. The bullshit is the bullshit, unfortunately, to our community is entertainment. And that's why I always say I stole this from the Star Report. He always used to say whenever it's like some bullshit going on in the black community, he's reporting on. He's like, "Yo, this is premium black news." What'd you say? Oh shit, we got artificial in here. Hold on. Let's stop the press. Let's see if we can get Naomi pissed off tonight. What artificial got to say? Nah, they don't need therapy. They need to separate completely. Okay, talk that talk. Then he jumped back in. It's all fun and games till someone gets seriously hurt. Okay. Artificial is riding with you right now, Naomi. Let's see where it goes. Let's see where
For
this
real.
goes.
No, I said for real, but it was muted. But like for real, I meant to say that.
Make sure y'all hit @_cozy mo.
Because I do stay cozy though. Okay, so just go ahead and follow me.
Is the Mo Fit still popping, or is that still a thing?
No, I think I deleted that profile.
Okay. @_cozy mo, COZYMOE @_cozy mo. Y'all hit her up over there. Hit up Torian @IRuns RUNZ wild. That's on all that's on IG. What else that's on? Twitter?
All platforms.
Well, no, the other TikTok is iRuns wild 2, right? Number 2.
Yeah. Boom.
Oh, mine is the same on all platforms.
Oh well, shit. Mo's thinking that she's better than you right now, Torian.
I tried. Somebody already had my shit.
No, I feel that. I was scared when I was looking at my other accounts. I was like, "Oh, please be available," and it was. Not another iRuns Wild out there. Hold on. Who is the other iRuns Wild?
Crazy. I'm like, what?
I want to see their TikTok. I'm gonna go look it up.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm gonna send hate mail and be like,
Yeah.
you need to delete your profile. You're not the real iRuns Wild.
That's a good idea, man.
Please.
That's a good idea.
Now, do you think Blueface can stop hitting women? But people can definitely change on their own terms and on their own time. Like it can't be because people are saying change, go to therapy, please. Like
wow,
that's
they
just
don't even
not how
have,
people work.
They don't even have nothing. They don't even have like a profile picture.
I know.
No
videos posted. I'm gonna report them.
Listen, I respect the trolling. Listen, you see, he's a clown. Listen, I respect the trolling. Don't get it twisted. I like the trolling.
Right.
I think are you talking about Blueface or are you talking about artificial?
Yeah, clarify.
Mo said, "Fuck that." I'm reporting them.
We're gonna get y'all @ name available.
I think of course people can change, but like it takes a very like strong-willed person to change. It's so much easier to like just be the way things already are and just roll with it and go for what you know. Like it's definitely you can change. It's just that's a decision to make, and like that takes a lot of effort as well. It's like intentional.
Listen, bust down, Tatiana. That's all I'm gonna say, man. You know.
Yeah, and like, is he like, who knows, like what his consequences are? Because he's still seeing this like, shit. I got the house, I got the money, I got the cars, I got the children. He's like, I got the legacy, I got the hoes, like. You know, so who knows what incentive he really would have to change, you know, except to just like kind of just cut Chrisean off and recognize like when you're fucking with a crazy ass bitch, like, okay, maybe this is going too far with this girl and I can't be fucking with her still. But you know, that's easier said than done. You know, getting out of a toxic relationship is easier said than done. It's already toxic. Okay.
Like this is the world, and like this kind of shit happens every day.
No, and that's what I was thinking about. Like when we were talking about it, like is society glorifying toxic relationships? The problem is society is toxic as fuck. Like everything, all this shit is aiding into just like everything being just so toxic and unbalanced and like, but I think we're coming out of that. Like we're coming out into a better like awareness and knowing like, oh wait, you know what, things we can actually create better things for us. Like it doesn't have to be this way just because that's what it always seemed to be. Like it's another route. I think people are talking about that other route. People are peeping it, and like I have full faith, or at least I'll just choose to have full faith that, you know, they'll realize some shit eventually, one way or another. Like whether some horrible ass shit gotta happen, but that's just life. You know?
No, that's true. That is true.
All's fair in love and war.
Big money.
Hold on, what?
Go check.
All's fair in love and war. Okay, let me say this. I don't know where the fuck we are right now. Listen, I'm on a total. I don't know what Sonic. I don't listen. Sonic's on a whole other level right now. Listen, y'all know we don't censor the chat. We just don't. But like once you start trolling heavy, we just, you know, he says not about the trolling. It's about the trolling. Shout out to you though. But let's go here though. Let me say this. No disrespect at all. And I know I'm gonna stop saying that. We gotta stop some stuff in the black community of saying. We gotta first stop saying no disrespect. But this is really with no disrespect though.
Yeah.
Blueface mama holding. That's I'm not trying to be disrespectful. His mama look good though. How do we know how old is his mama? His mama in like her late 40s or how old is she?
His mama ain't shit. No, like I'm like his mama ain't shit. She's part of the reason.
I know.
She's part of the reason we're here today.
Oh my god.
I don't know why we're here. I'm just talking about
well, I'm letting you know the mama. But
right. Well, look at the outcome. Like, you know, children reflect.
Hey, Sonic, we love different opinions, my guy. That's why we never censor the chat. You know what I'm talking about? We don't censor the chat at all. So you can go in and talk your talk. We don't matter of fact, me personally, I love people who have a difference of opinion. You know what I'm saying? But like you took like some personal attacks at folks. So like we can't take you serious now. You dig what I'm saying? Like you went from like having a difference of opinion to like trying to go in. So like now it just went to trolling. So, you know, we'll leave that where it is. Okay, but let's go. Y'all saying his mom is a part of the reason?
Oh yeah. Like, no, because like you can already see the issues they be having. Well, I mean, from what I perceive, I don't think people just easily hate their mom. You know, I don't think that's just a setting people are on. I think there's a lot that goes into that.
A lot has to take place.
No, a lot has to like be like where you can't trust like your mom. And then, you know, he gets on so young. And, you know, I could see a like greedy ass parent trying to suck, you know, but it was good. He was able to put those boundaries, I think. Like he'd be like, that lady's crazy. Like, don't associate me with her. Like anything she say, that's her. That's not me. So.
Yeah, to artificial intelligence point, it's like, you know, outside of these antics, like Blueface would, unfortunately, this is not a shot at him, but like he really would kind of be irrelevant outside of this little stuff, right? Like Ain't no music right now that I know of.
He be putting out music, and he's about to be in a celebrity boxing match. But I don't
sustainable.
I don't know. Like, I don't personally just fuck with Blueface, but I'm not just gonna discount the niggas that do, because I'm not from Cali. I don't know.
Well, I'm from Cali, and I fuck with the
Niggas,
Crippin'.
stop lying. It's
That's
like you
100.
said, Crippin'.
No. That's 100% fact. I'm from Cali.
Where are you from?
Check my birth certificate. I'm from
Oh
Cali.
yeah, you know what? I remember.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. And I mess with the Crippin' heavy. Don't get it twisted. Shout out to my blood.
Like, that's really valid. Like, he does, even if he's putting out music, there's a billion people like putting out music. My neighbor probably is making music as we speak in his closet.
Facts.
But at the end of the day, like, it's not charting enough to even be like, it's not relevancy. And he's totally like piggybacking off these women who have no problem exploiting themselves based on being in survival mode, like you mentioned. Like, she's already said, like, my mom needs a house, my mom needs a place to stay, I need to do this. So she has no problem. Just imagine when, like, you open the fucking doors to Hollywood and, like, you could have this, we just need you on this show and fight this bitch real quick and do that and do this and do that.
People would do it off top, like even these
people are
in survival mode.
People are
like, and that's what the truth is. But that's also why you cannot fucking judge like that, like, because you're not seeing things from a holistic point of view. Like,
Well, I would never like point a judgment. I would never like will say this is a horrible person, bad person. These are the facts. There's so much stuff here that you would never have to pass judgment. Like, stating the facts is enough. Like, stating the facts paints the fucking picture. Like, is it ugly? Yes, but that's not I'm not judging them to be ugly. That's their reality. Like, just stating the facts, it is ugly. It's not like I'm judging them or saying like, you living like this bitch, you need to get it together. Like, no, nobody has this shit together. But at the end of the day, they are on a platform and they are selling this shit. So like, this gave me the thought earlier, like, sex sells, and we've made that clear. Like, the world has made that clear. But toxicity clearly sells. Drama, all the bullshit. Like, even the fact that they're about to have a show. Like, I heard that they're getting a show, like a relationship show. So like, clearly toxicity sells as
What?
On some,
I was so confused.
All right, let's get ready to get up out of here tonight, because it is going crazy. Let's get up out of here for the night, man. Listen. I enjoyed this conversation talking about toxic, about the glorification toxic relationships. Shout out to Blueface, shout out to Chrisean. You know what I'm saying? I think they are good people. I don't know if they're good together, right? I think maybe they need to maybe, you know what I'm saying, seek for somebody else. Now, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for Chrisean because she got this nigga's face tattooed on her neck.
So, for real. She has several tattoos.
Yeah, she got it.
Just get that whole covered up, girl.
I mean, with what? Jesus Christ. What are you gonna get the neck tat? Oh, Jesus Christ. And then she got a tattoo on her bird. She got a tattoo right above her JJ, right above the box.
Can you make that to a rose?
No, literally.
Why is it always a rose?
With flowers, bitch. Shit regrew from this day.
Why is the rose always the go-to?
If I see a rose, I'm like, okay, this was something else.
Right. That old.
You never know. And you'll never know for sure.
I'm like, what did we used to have here?
Nothing.
Like, what do you mean?
Right.
Flower.
Okay, so you think I was born at 9, but I wasn't born at last.
Yeah, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Thank everybody that joined us tonight, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Hit the thumbs up button, rate, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend. We do appreciate it. If you want to hit us up in the podcast section of iTunes, man, just type in No Strings Attached, wherever it is that you listen to your podcast, and we are over there in the audio form if you want to listen to us while you get your workout on. You dig? We do appreciate it, man. We do a live show every Wednesday. Typically every Tuesday we do a live show. Chris Blake pulled a stunt on me last night, but I think next Tuesday we're gonna have a show talking about, is hip hop the problem in the Black community? Y'all don't want to miss that. We're gonna go in. We're gonna talk about Trader Truth. We're gonna talk about Zero. We're gonna talk about that whole situation next Tuesday. Is hip hop the damn issue? Is that the damn problem in the Black community? Do we need to get hip hop up out of here? So we're gonna go there. So y'all tune in for that, man. And yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all chop it up with us, man. Hit us up on our social media @_no strings. If you want to email the show, what's the email, Mo?
The email is nostringspod@gmail.com.
There you
I
go.
believe.
No strings pod, pod at gmail.com. If you want to email the show, if you want to be a part of the show, you dig? I'm trying to get Dr. Umar Johnson on the show right now. I'm trying to get
Not you think Dr. Umar Johnson gonna come
I'm trying to get I'm trying to get Umar on
He
the
would
show.
definitely come on, I think.
I'm finna get Umar on the show. I got a little bit of a bag for you, Umar. Come on the show and talk about how the black family needs to be together, Umar. We finna get Umar Johnson on the show. I got two wishes, but before the end of 2022, I want to get Umar on the show, and then I want to get a member of the original twerk team on the show because they are the originators of this goddamn shit. And I think that they need their props.
I was the original. I just didn't record myself and put it out
But
there.
we didn't know you then, Torian. It was a lot of young men pleasuring themselves to the twerk team in goddamn 2001 and in 99.
Where is Miss Twerk these
Blasphemy.
days?
That's blasphemy.
I'm just saying.
Where is
Shout out
Miss
to them.
Twerk? Is she still on social media?
I don't.
Yeah, and she live in Atlanta.
She still twerking ass or what?
Probably.
I mean, when
You
you
did?
miss twerk some, you gotta definitely twerk ass.
No, somebody got one of them got an OnlyFans. I'm not. It's only two that's still living because the other one, Betty Butt, unfortunately passed away.
Oh,
But
It was
Miss Twerksome and Lady something. Both of them are still alive. One of them got a OnlyFans, I know for sure. I went to her OnlyFans. I didn't subscribe. But
He said, "Look trash." So,
yeah. No, I didn't look, no, I'm not saying that. Don't put that out there. I just didn't subscribe. But it was pop. It looked like it was popping. But I didn't subscribe to the OnlyFans. But she getting this OnlyFans money. So you dig? So shout out to them, man. We got a lot coming for y'all, man, as we enter the new, you know what I'm saying, as we wrap up 2022. I always tell everybody,
oh my
man.
gosh, this is going too fast.
I tell everybody all the time, once you hit September, the year is
No,
over.
it is downhill from there.
Yeah, because then you go,
because
you
it's
go,
about to be my birthday and then it's the holidays.
yeah, you go Halloween,
Whoa.
you go Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, we out of there. It's just that's that simple. So it go fast once you hit September. Everything start going fast. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with us, man. Y'all hit up Torian, man. If y'all want to hit Torian's TikTok up at iRuns with a Z Wild 2 on TikTok. Hit him
The number 2.
And y'all hit up Mo. What's your TikTok, Mo?
My TikTok is @_cozy Mo.
Hit up Mo over on the TikTok. You dig? Y'all hit up Nay. Y'all make sure y'all hit up at Nay's Touch. Y'all hit up Nay hit up Nay's NAES Touch Jewelry.com. If y'all looking for that gold, you dig what I'm saying? Got them custom pieces over there. She got is the quad pay still an option? Is that still popping?
Yes, and it's Shopify Pay, and it's another one on there too.
I think it's called Zip now.
Oh shit!
Quad Pay is Zip now.
Yeah,
but yeah. So
there you go.
Get on your shits.
There you go. Let's get it popping, man. So y'all do that, man, and yeah, we'll get it popping, man. You dig what I'm saying? And y'all make sure y'all represent. And we up out of here for tonight, man. We back next Wednesday. We will holla. Peace.